How about a little bit of cold start action to fire up the morning, shall we? All right, but we got to turn it off real quick. Listen to this, guys. Isn't that so soothing? So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're somewhat of a wheel warehouse right now over at the shop. And speaking of wheels, today, we've got our wheels back from Powder Coat that are going to be going up on the High Country. And I think I finally actually coined a name for the High Country. I'm not certain on this, but I'm gonna share it with you guys. I think we're gonna call it Lone Star, and you're gonna see why when we reveal the wrap. It's gonna be very fitting, to say the least. And for tires on this truck, we're going with the new Venom RT 33 high by True 14.5 on a 24-inch wheel. They're gonna look so sick. It's gonna give us a completely straight up and down side profile on the wheel, no stretching like the Fury tires do. This is something that I've been asking Nitto to do for a while, and they still haven't answered my request. So guys, if you're connected at Nitto, if you work for Nitto, if you have friends that work at Nitto, or might sit on the executive board of Nitto, tell them to release a 355 equivalent with less of a sidewall for a 24-inch wheel. Us enthusiasts are begging for it. Venom did it first, and now they're benefiting from it. This is gonna be the first tire that I've ever run that's gonna get that same look as the 355, which is my favorite tire of all time, but on a 24-inch wheel, and Lone Star over here is gonna be the perfect candidate to show us just how freaking sweet it's gonna look. Now, I gotta give a huge shout out to our friends over at Custom Offsets for hooking us up with these tires and having the best selection in stock ever. Plus quick shipping and free shipping at that, directly to wherever you are in the US. Dustin, I appreciate the hookup, and hey, congrats on those 355s you just recently put on your LLY. I approve, my friend. So I've got the wheels completely buried up in there right now. You can see I've got a bunch of cardboard separating, and luckily here on Convict, you're gonna be able to haul around anything that you want if you take this truck home, because this 8-foot bed can take a lot of cargo. We've got massive wheels and massive tires all stuffed in here with the tailgate shut. Now, before we carry on, I just wanted to say thank you sincerely to everybody that chose to get entered for Dream Diesel giveaway number 20. Now your entries are in the hands of Compliance Sweepstakes Services, and they're gonna do what they do best, and that's find out who's taking our 20th and 20th.5 spot for the Supercharged DLU Wrangler in our winner circle. We anticipate that announcement being sometime in the middle of November, so if you haven't followed us on all social media handles in the description of this video, you might want to do so after this vlog. I genuinely cannot believe we're 20 giveaways down, and number 21 is going to be launching very, very soon. So now, boys, we got to get some wheels and tires mounted up, and I got to show you guys these wheels. I'm holding out on y'all. So I'm going to just shut up now. Check them out. The boys there over at E-Town Auto Works are gonna get us taken care of. In the meantime, what do you think of those wheels? They are absolutely sick. A directional multi-spoke wheel was perfect for Lone Star, and you guys are gonna see why. And today we're actually going to continue forward on the build. In the last upload, if you guys can recall, we stripped apart all the entire independent front suspension in anticipation for the arrival of the lift kit, which is actually coming in tomorrow real time. But today, we're actually gonna get to work doing a little bit of wiring. I've actually got a brand new crimp tool that we're gonna be using to do so. This thing is long overdue. We do rock lights as almost the standard on all of our builds because it really helps to show off what these things have to offer, and at night it creates such a badass road presence. So I haven't quite decided on how many rock lights we're gonna do on this truck specific yet, but I've got like 40 of them sitting here on my custom built table. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna get to work on installing rock lights in not only the fenders but around the chassis, and then following that, my process is wiring them all together so we can cut everything down to the desired length and etc. And then we're planning on Brody to come up to the shop later this week with Ryan to finish off some of the wrap components, such as the sanded and paint matched fender flares. From the factory, those are textured black plastic and they wouldn't look right color matched. So we went the extra mile and a half by sanding and paint matching them and then wrapping them. That way everything is as best as it can be. All right, Casey, without further ado, you know what to do? Let's get to work, boys and girls.
Set me free or give me death, yeah. Living good, I've been blessed, yeah. Shout out all my enemies, all the best. You can set me free or give me death, man. man, I'm on my way. Yeah, y'all can find out. You on timeout. You been dealing with the devil. Where you sign at? Yeah, oh Lord, you getting financed. Me, I'm talking ownership, baby. That's where my mind at. Try that. Yeah, me, I threw my money down. And you know that it's good. We can skip the run around. And I don't need no yes, man. I'm all the way down. Yo, and I am not for sale. That's in case you couldn't tell, but y'all know better now. You can set me free or give me death. Yeah. Living good, I've been blessed, yeah. Shout out all my enemies, all the best. You can set me free, don't give me death, man, I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. Man, I'm on my way, yeah. And I can do this all day, man, I'm on my way. Said I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. And I can do this all day, man, I'm on my way. Said I'm on my way. Real life better than the internet. Keep what you been selling, I ain't into that. We are doing business, this is simple math. I invest, you know I get it back, you believe that? Yeah, they asking what the fame like. Tell them hang tight, let me holler when the pay right. Put that on my damn life, you know I'm the man, right? Show them what the plan like, but y'all look slow, don't understand right. Yeah, so tell me how you feel, baby. Cause I've been working all the way up to a meal, baby. Yeah, man of the year, how I feel lately. You know the deal, baby, you know the drill. Yeah, I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. Man, I'm on my way, yeah. And I can do this all day, man, I'm on my way. Said I'm on
Oh my God, I got so unbelievably carried away in getting this truck assembled. I've got all the parts right in front of me and I completely forgot to check my camera battery. It was dead for hours. It's another day now. I had it rolling just to finish up some of the rock lights, which are done, by the way, on the truck. Let me just show those to you guys real quick. All right, so we reach on in here. Pop our switch, and we've got lights. Yeah, boy, they look incredible. All of our rock lights are super bright, 3-part LEDs, and man, they shine and shine real well. They do. So we've got 2 in each fender well. We actually learned that 3 is a little bit overkill. You get some light casting that happens with a 180-degree perspective here, and it pretty much does everything that that light does there. So why do more work if it's not really required? We've got lights in the back, 3 lights along the side. We've got 2 in our front fender wells. We've got 2 up front, and we've also got some changes to the exterior of the truck. I got carried away, like I said, and I'm not even sorry because it's getting you guys even closer to the first look and reveal of this truck. We're gonna go over a few quick things on what I did just to go over how absolutely sick they look. Although you guys are seeing it in a monochromatic fashion, it means we are that much closer to a reveal. I also just got a message from Dave. The wheels and tires are done, so we're gonna go pick those up. And then as a treat and token for all of us here on the vlog, we're actually gonna mount them up to the back of the truck here just to get an idea as to how freaking sick that 33 14.5 true side profile looks on that Venom RT on this truck. I've been yearning for that style on a 24-inch wheel for years and years and years, obsessing over the 355s, and today is a long overdue day where I finally get to see how sick it's gonna look on these new Duramaxes. All right, first things first, let's pop up top. We've got our hood scoop back in, color match to the mystery color of the truck. We've got our Duramax badges back on, all blacked out. The entire bezel painted smooth and blacked out, as well as our emblem. Very fitting. Mirrors are reinstalled, painted black to the factory color of the truck, wrapped to match on the exterior. Guys, I can't wait for you to see what I'm seeing here in true color. Headlights, boys, headlights are looking incredible. Fully blacked out, but fully functioning lights with our clear style DRLs. They just look so sick and they give an insane presence to the front of this truck. It looks like a great white coming to attack you. That's kind of what it reminds me of, like a shark fin in a way. I got a little bit carried away here in the back when I was going to grab my camera and got the outside bezel of the step reinstalled. That looks incredible. And I've still got a few things that I can put in, including the tail lights. We can get the bumper steps reinstalled. Our handles, we've got our one-off, literally the only set in the entire world, blacked out High Country badges, factory to match. And then we've got our black Silverado badge as well. I believe we bought that one online, already all blacked out, but the High Country badges are nowhere to be found. Those, if you guys can't recall, go right here on the fender area and then one on the tailgate. Got our fog lights and bumpers actually sitting in the back of the truck, but those are not complete yet. Brody and Ryan are actually gonna be coming back to wrap a few things, as I had mentioned that a bunch of times already. But we have to do some touch up on the bumpers. The sensors, we originally left black to see how they would look, the backup and forward object sensors, but they don't really look the best, so we're gonna wrap those to match as well. So without further ado, you guys have been patient for long enough. I feel like I've been really testing my patience today too, to see these wheels and tires assembled together and one in unity forever and ever. Let's go get these wheels. look guys, for the sake of all of our sanity right now, I had to mount one of these wheels up on the rear axle, being the front of the truck is completely torn apart. And it is absolutely glorious. I mean, everything that I could have ever imagined and more. The lift on this truck is going to suit this thing perfectly, get us full turn radius, and it's gonna have some poke. Oh, it looks so good. All right, boys, without further ado, check out Lone Star's new set of wheels. I'm even more motivated now than ever to get this truck finished up so you guys can see the final reveal, because it's killing me to hold out on you for this long. I've said it in all the previous videos, bear with me, it's for the greater good of the group. We got one spike lug nut holding these things on for the time being, and the stance is just perfect. The gloriousness of this straight up and down sidewall, comparable to the 355s on Misfit, just in a 24, and the concave multi-spoke web style on this wheel is so sick. These are directional and they're just gonna fit this truck's personality perfectly. Lone Star is very much a rebellious personality, but the reason that I named this truck Lone Star is actually for a multitude of reasons. Not only because the direction that we went with the build style and the theme and the aggressive nature that this thing's gonna represent, but also for two other reasons. Reason number two is the fact that I'm essentially doing this entire build myself, which I'm not at all mad about it. I very much miss Jake, but I'm glad he's having fun out in Idaho. It's honestly been a blast and very nostalgic for old time's sake, where I was doing all of my builds completely on my lonesome, hence Lone Star, and because if all goes as planned, this will be the last build in the shop. I actually just got some kind of bad news about my garage doors. It's been 5 months since June when I placed my order for all 5 of my doors. I've been very patient. They said a lead time of 3 months. I gave them 4, and now that we're into the 5th month, I'm actually going to stay on top of them to make sure that my order doesn't get lost in translation. Without doors, it wouldn't be very good, especially going in the wintertime. And getting doors is only half the battle. The other big battle right now is the springs that help to assist to lift up and close the door. Without those springs, there's no way I'm gonna be moving up in the air a 600-pound 14x14 door, let alone 3 of them. Not at one time, of course, but you get my point. And we have no idea when those are going to come in. It's been quite an uphill battle at this point in time, and I almost kind of feel like I'm trying to climb a waterfall. Not only am I not getting anywhere, I'm soaked, and I feel like I'm drowning in the process. My ambition to make Lone Star the last build of this current shop is still on. I don't want to kill or diminish that ambition. It's just that I don't know how much of a reality that actually is, but I'm sticking to it because a goal isn't a goal if it doesn't feel unachievable. So that's where we're going to wrap up this vlog, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a super sick set of American Forest wheels that are going to complement this build beautifully, and I can't wait to get them on. The lift kit was supposed to arrive today, but I didn't hear from the LTL carrier, so I'm hoping that that arrives later in real time, not vlog time, so that way we can get right at getting a lift kit on this thing, getting it down on the ground, and completing the build before 100 miles. I'll tell you what, working on a brand new truck has been absolutely fantastic. You're going through this thing and you're not getting any dirt, dust, or any debris on your hands at all, except for the notorious GM coating. Even a new truck, it falls right off. GM, you guys gotta change that stuff. So that being said, if you guys haven't tapped that subscribe button, definitely consider doing so. Like this video, please. It tremendously helps the channel. Look forward to the winner announcement of Dream Diesel giveaway number 20 and the announcement of Dream Diesel giveaway number 21. And I'll see you guys a little bit later in the week.